The coach here, welcoming you to another installment of Madden Ultimate Team. There's been a lot of talk leading up to this matchup, and it's finally here. But can it live up to all the hype?
And off we go from Denver. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. Bringing him out is the pride of North Dakota State. Now at his 7th NFL season, Carson Wentz.
And when you look at him, you see that he's got all the tools you want in a quarterback. The big frame, the quick release, strong arm, has escapability. The issue sometimes, tries to do too much instead of just taking the throws that are available to him, and occasionally turnovers get him into trouble.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted. When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around, locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping, and drag it to make sure he gets it done.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He finds his man. Complete. That's Gonzalez.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins is back for his 5th year as Minnesota starter, tied for the longest streak of stability the team has had at quarterback since, get this, Fran Tarkenton in the late 1970s. He's been excellent during that time, making a 2nd Pro Bowl last season after 4,200 yards and 33 touchdowns through the air. The Vikings, though, still hovering right around 500 at the 8-win mark, hoping to see him lead a talented roster back to the postseason.
Escaping the press, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. They gained 20, they also need the 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. No score after one on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. Jordan Berry out to punt on fourth down. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. Taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Being chased out left. And he fends him off. Dancing to his left. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Wentz. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Here's Wentz to throw. That is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Wentz now to throw. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. It's complete to Fitzgerald. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Now Wentz again. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown! Tony Gonzalez, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, it went for it.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all total. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
They go play action. Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Cousins. Under pressure, they got him again. That winds up pushing it back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It's a gain of 6, and that will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remaining.
No sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, 3rd quarter, ready to go.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. This is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They bring him in off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. On play action, Wentz steps away. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Up partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got over the scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On the counter now, it's Sanders. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any play.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Miles Sanders punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Well, York now for the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0. That time a 9-play drive. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
So Kirk Cousins in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in short order to have a shot. He's got him in, complete.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line.
A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 45 yards. Cousins now to throw on first down.
They'll set up the screen for Nwangu. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 24, Cousins toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
To throw, Cousins.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Throwing, Cousins.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings.
Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Broncos. A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time. That extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim it.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 21-7. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
So now it's the Vikings' turn. Trailing in this one now. 90 seconds remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
Completes this to Jefferson.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. From the 29, Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly.
Cousins throw complete to his receiver, Thielen.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Third and short yardage, Cousins.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 36. To throw is Cousins.
Quickly to Thielen here.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Cousins again.
Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now, because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. But what we saw here was offenses spending their